Patriotic swag, I got this really cool, super large sign. This is from Hobby Lobby. It says, "Tastes like freedom." And it looks, it's a popsicle. Okay, it's a popsicle. I know what it might be taken like it's a popsicle. And I have simply stapled onto the back with pipe cleaner. So I have that done. And I'm just going to basically put it right here on the swag once I get all the mesh put in. But that's roughly kind of what we're going for tonight. This is something I've never done before. This is pretty heavy of a sign. That's why I put 3 of these on the back, 3 staples on each. I took 2 pipe cleaners and wound them together so they made like an extra long pipe cleaner. But I'm going to put that over to the side for now. And I got to do one thing really quick. Well, I hope nobody calls me because I forgot to turn it on Do Not Disturb. All right, so the first thing I want to do with this swag is I have mesh cut. I have 2 different kinds of mesh I will show you. I took the liberty of pre-cutting this, not on the live, because I don't want to annoy people by having to watch me cut mesh. So I have 2 different patterns here. Now the first one is, this is 10-inch red and white striped mesh. Now this is Christmas mesh, but this again goes to show you can shop clearance from Christmas and use it for many, many, many other seasons. This is cut to 20 inches. I cut the entire roll, which I think was 10 yards. So I cut the entire roll of this one, the red and white. And I also cut this one. This is a red, white, and blue border stripe. Now this one I got from Craft Outlet. And I like this because it's got the different metallic edge on the outside. I only have one of these, but I did cut the whole thing. So I have 2 rolls of 10-inch mesh that I have cut. So what I'm going to do is create ruffles. And we're going to twist the ruffles directly into this swag. Now this is a, I don't know the dimensions on it. I think this looks like a 36-inch swag. I got this from Joann Fabrics, again, with their after Christmas sale. So you can still find these though at places like Craft Outlet and a lot of other online wholesalers as well. So I'm going to start by basically, I'm going to curl in the ends of the mesh, right? And I'm going to crumple it up. So it kind of looks like a little bow tie. Ooh, hello, how do you do? Do I look dapper? So we're going to put this right into here, and I'm going to start up at the top. I did trim off some of these branches. I took about 2 inches off because they were very, very long, and we don't need them to be that long. So I'm just going to basically start twisting these in here. This is going to add bulk and volume. I basically, all I do is I just lay it on my chest. I'm going to use what nature gave me. I'm going to lay it on my chest, kind of roll it in, and then just kind of gather it in. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to kind of look like a little curly bow tie, right? Or those little farfalle pasta. Yeah, the ones that look like the little bow tie pasta. I love those. But I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to alternate. So I did stripe and border. Now I'm going to do the opposite on the other side. Oops. Oh boy, I got mesh going all over the place here. So I'm taking now my red and white, resting it against my brand new Dollywood t-shirt. I was in Dollywood last Friday. It was very exciting. I had a good time. I'd never been there before. It was super fun. Super fun. I did almost fall out of one of the roller coasters, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I wasn't really fitting, and they like pushed the bar down to get me to fit. But this was on, I don't know, some lightning rod, I think it was called. So the first time we went like up and over a hill and my butt came out of the seat, what happened was my big old floppy fupa came up with me and then landed outside the bar. So I was like almost falling out. I was holding on for dear life. My glasses almost fell off. It was horrible. It was the worst roller coaster experience of my life. But that was the only bad one of the day. So I learned not to try to jam myself into a ride if it doesn't look like I'm going to fit. Because I don't want to die, and I don't want my kids to see that either. But I was genuinely, no exaggeration, I was genuinely terrified. I really thought I was going to fall out. It didn't go upside down, but the thing went sideways. And things literally almost went sideways. But aside from that, it was super fun. We had a really good time. All right, see I'm twisting all this in here. And I just twist it once or twice because I may have to open these back up and be able to put the ribbon in once I'm adding my ribbon and cascades. But this will go pretty quick. I don't honestly think I'm going to use the entire 2 rolls. I'm going to have extra that I can use in a different wreath. Because while I do want this to be full, I don't necessarily want to overdo it. Kind of like stuffing me in my own pants. I don't want to overdo it, you know. All right. Kind of going in here. I've got all sorts of florals and picks to put in here too, so this is going to be really fun. I did have one other Patriotic swag that I had done, I think 2 Mondays ago on my Monday Crafternoons over on Facebook, and that one sold today. So I'm very, very excited about that. That one is going off to Florida to its new home, so I can't wait. I'm going to ship that out on Monday. But it is definitely patriotic time of year. Everybody's already getting their stuff. I mean, this isn't just for 4th of July. What I like about this sign is that it can be used for Memorial Day as well. So anytime you can leverage something for more than one holiday, that's a good thing. Keep it out for both. Saves you money, and if you're a wreath maker, then it gives you 2 different holidays that you can make for and potentially see profit. All right. Here we go. This is going in here. I did not see a lot of patriotic ribbon. I went to the Craig Bachman warehouse sale in Frankfort, Illinois this week. They had their business day. Now they do open for regular sales this week, and that starts on Tuesday. And yes, I'm going again. Don't judge. There's actually a list of things that I'm looking for this time because I'm doing wreath kits. So now that I kind of threw everything that I wanted to in my bag, I can kind of see, okay, I need a couple more rolls of this or that to make the kits. I'm going to be doing sign and ribbon kits and also just ribbon bundles. If I can find some great stuff, and I found mostly Christmas stuff. It was mostly Christmas. Found a lot of that on sale. Then I know a lot of people can't, they're not close enough to go shopping to it, but I can at least bundle it up and pass it on to others. Here we go. I'm just kind of going down. This is going relatively quickly, so I'm happy about that. I should take a look at the comments real quick. Yeah, I shouldn't ride roller coasters. Yeah, you know, if you're young, it's great, but when you get to a certain age, I get off a roller coaster and I feel like I've been in a car accident from getting like shoved from side to side, and it's becoming too hard on my body, which is unfortunate because I do enjoy them and I used to enjoy them, but if you get off and you're in pain, like that's not fun anymore. And I finally understand like why older people go to like theme parks and then like they sit inside in the air conditioning and they watch the shows, and I'm like, yeah, that's the phase of life that I have finally entered, and I have no regrets. I've been on roller coasters. It's fun. You know, but sometimes when you got big boobs, it's really hard to fit into coasters and not squish yourself and get bruised. And I actually was bruised from that one that I went on. It was awful. I'm still bruised. It was painful. But you know, like all it takes is like one good jump and I could like nail myself in the face and I get 2 black eyes. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hurts. So yeah, that was not so hot. So that's okay though. Let me just see what I just, you know, I don't like where I put that one. Hold on, I'm moving it down. There we go. There we go. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to shove a red and white one in there. Oh. It was fun, though. They had a new thing at Dollywood. It was going to be, like, about her, like, life story and stuff, and it doesn't open until May. So, of course, we're, like, a month early. But it was really nice. We went on a day where there were no lines. It was fantastic. The one mistake we did make, though, was going on a weekend where they had some kind of music event, and they also had a car show. So when we went on Saturday trying to go to the Titanic Museum, it took us, I think it was like an hour and a half to go half a mile. We were like stuck in this traffic that just would not end. It was horrible. We were late going to the Titanic Museum, and then we were basically stuck in absolute gridlock. Isn't even the word for it. It was just like a standstill. So I got mad. I was like, screw it. We're going to pull off and eat at this Italian restaurant for dinner. And we did. And it was fun. All right. Here we go. Kind of getting to the end here. Keeping going down. But when we went to Gatlinburg, and we rented a condo at the top of the mountain. So first of all, I didn't realize how high up the mountain was when I rented it, because when it said it's on the mountain, I thought, oh, it's got like, you know, a great view. It didn't dawn on me that I was going to have to drive up that with my minivan. And the drive was incredibly steep. I had never done it before. I didn't know what was coming over the next hill. I was literally screaming. I was terrified because this was in the dark. We got there at like 10:30. We picked up a pizza and we drove into Gatlinburg. And we went to the condo. We finally got there after me screaming, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to kill my entire family. It was me and my 11-year-old and my 27-year-old daughter and her husband. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to end up killing us all. This is terrible. So we get out of the car with the pizza, and these people are looking down the hill, and they're like, hey, there's some bears down there. And we're like, oh, cool. Maybe we'll get to see them later. Not 3 minutes later. We're still getting stuff out of the car. My daughter's holding the pizza. Guy comes running up, and he goes, the bear's coming. And it wasn't a bear. It was Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. And we had like our own freaking Goldilocks experience. One went into the garbage can because somebody didn't lock it. The other one walked over and went up a tree that was next to the car next to us. And the other one smelled our pizza that was wafting through the vents of the car, because when we saw that thing coming, we're like, get back in the car. So we're sitting in the car, and yeah, the bears just, the big one decided he wanted to stare at me as he crawled up the tree, not 3 feet in front of my car. And I was beside myself. It's like, oh my God. Time number 2 where I'm almost going to kill my whole family by accident. It was terrible. But it was kind of cool. But then we realized we're stuck in the car. We all had to go to the bathroom. We have a hot pizza. We're tired. And we have to get some stuff out of the car. So we had to wait. And then while we were waiting, you know, just kind of watching. Okay, one of them pulled a garbage bag out of the canister, and the other ones kind of followed suit. I did a whole TikTok on this. The other ones followed suit, which was, hey, okay, great. You go do your thing. And then we grabbed our stuff, ran as fast as we could into the condo. My son-in-law was carrying my 11-year-old like a football, and ran right past a tree and then into the condo. And then we got inside, and he told me that he thought that it was a boulder next to the tree, and it turns out no, it was a bear. So he basically walked right past the bears within a few feet. While trying to get into the condo. So that was scary, but we did have bear spray. It was scary. I'm not, like, I've been outdoors. Like, I'm not a wimp. I'm not scared of much, but when it comes to bears, you know, I wasn't scared for me, but, you know, I was thinking, what happens? I'm like fully prepared at this point to like throw myself on the ground at the mercy of the bears and be like, eat me, don't touch my kids, you know. Because, like, I'm high in fat, so I'm pretty sure the bear would end up having some cardiac issues after ingesting me. But it was just kind of scary. But then after that, it was fine. So Gatlinburg was really pretty. Really fun. I found a winery that was awesome. And I found several fudge places, which they did not help my diabetes at all. But they were really good. And we ate at Pancake Pantry, which was phenomenal. So we did all the typical touristy stuff, which was fun. And then we drove back the 12 hours. Oh, thank you about liking the wallpaper. It's peel and stick. I got it from Walmart, from Home Depot a couple years ago. But it's basically just giant stickers. because I've wallpapered for real once in my life, and I never want to experience that again. It was horrible. But I like this background, and I usually don't design against it, but you know, I was trying to find a way to make it easier to see, because this is so long going down here that if I put it on my regular table, you guys wouldn't have been able to see it. So we don't want to do that. And I'm coming up to the last couple of curls here. Then I'm going to attach the sign, and then we're going to get into my favorite part, which is the bow making. I do use a bow maker because my hands don't work so hot. All right. Get you in here. Okay, I think I'm just going to put one more down here. Now this last one that's sticking down that kind of looks like the wreath has a wee-wee. Sorry. But I'm going to kind of bend it in half. Sorry. Oh, I know that might hurt. Oh, sorry. But I'm going to put one more ruffle down here. There we go. There is going to be a bow at the bottom, so you're not really going to notice it too much, but I like having the mesh back there to kind of give the bow something to rest against so it doesn't flop backwards. Because nobody likes a floppy bow. We don't want to be floppy. All right. Here we go. All right. Looking awesome. And it is, for the most part, it's a little bit bigger up at the top, but it really, and it does get a little bit narrower, but for the most part, it's kind of like the same width, which is nice. All right, I'm taking my extra mesh now. I'm going to go put this aside. I still have quite a bit, enough that I can put this in a small wreath. Oh no, I just snagged my pants on some mesh. Hold on. These are brand new pants. Ugh. Ugh. And that is why I don't wear nice clothes when I craft. That's why everybody looks at me and they're like, you look awful. Yeah, I'm not going to ruin my good clothes making a wreath. But I'm always making a wreath, so I always look like crap. I don't care. Fine by me. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. I want a bow up at the top, right? But I still want to be able to see the top of the, oh my God, I almost popsicle. I almost said another word with the P. Popsicle, Linda, popsicle. And I want to be able to see a little bit of the handle down here too. But I'm just going to put this up and down because I don't think I want to just kind of go up and down with this. All right. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to turn this sideways a little bit. I'm going to turn the whole bin sideways so I don't knock it over. So you guys can kind of see where I'm going to feed this on either side of the spine of the swag. This is going to be a little tricky because this is kind of a heavier sign. So here we go. I see 2 spots already. Alrighty. I'm going to hold it up with the fat rolls on my stomach. They're finally serving a purpose for once. Yay me. I just want to twist it. I'm not going to bother burying it at the back at this point. Okay. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to go with the next ones here. Kind of just feel where I can pull this through. Alrighty. To me, this is always the trickiest part, is getting the sign on. And especially when this is kind of a heavier sign. And I'm not judging it because it's heavy. It has just as much value and worth as the skinnier, lighter signs, right? All right. Now I can go for this one. Whew, I'm glad I'm sitting down for this. I'm already hot. Alrighty. Going through around the back. Alright. Make sure I got it. I don't want to squish it down too much, right? Because I don't want to flatten everything too much, but okay. So now you can kind of see behind here, I've got the pipe cleaners that are kind of sticking out. So what I'm going to do is grab my scissors. Where's my skizzers? I'm going to bend them around. I mean, I used white pipe cleaner to hide in the white swag, so they're really not going to be very visible. I'm going to trim off a couple inches and then just push it back into the wreath, and you'll never ever see it. Where's the next one? Sorry, looking at the back of my head. All right, here's the bottom one. I don't really even have to cut that much off. I do like to make sure that I leave enough length on there where if I have to move the sign, I can do that without causing any difficulties. And here's the other one. That one actually looks okay. I'm just gonna bury that one right back in there right now. Okay, so here we go. Face it up to the front again. And you may find little strings. We just give them a little haircut as we go along. Not a big deal, right? Alrighty. That is on there but good. All right. So now what I want to do is make my bow. I'm going to move this to the side momentarily because I want you to be able to see me making the bow. Ugh. Got a mess here. Okay. This is my Easy Bows Design Pro. I love this so much. It is my favorite tool. And I got all sorts of really fun ribbons to use. All right, I'm grabbing my ribbon. Oh, I'm just going to bring them all over here and make a big old pile. That's some pretty ones. All right. And who knows? I mean, I think I'm going to use all these, but who knows? All right, so I'm going to show you the first one I'm going to start with. Here we go. I'm debating right now whether to use 1 or 2 of the 4-inch ribbons. I think I just want to use 1. And the one I'm going for is this one that says USA on here. I just got this at the Craig Bachman warehouse sale. They only open up to businesses they open up to the public twice a year. So I went to their business day. But you see how this is 4-inch ribbon and it's $12.88. I paid half of that. Now, granted, it's not a whole entire roll. Some of these are sample rolls, but for like $6.44, because I did math there, you see that? It's a good deal. It's a good deal. The only issue I have to make sure I watch out for is it is directional. You see how it says USA on there? I have to watch that to make sure that when I make the bow that it's not upside down. So, and as you can see, this also happens on occasion. Where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? Oh, seriously, what did I do with the scissors? Linda, what did you do to the scissors? Here we go. So the ribbon has a splice where basically they've just taken 2 pieces of it and kind of like stapled it together. So it's not even, oh God, it's barely stapled. Hold on, I want to get these off of there. I'm gonna trim this. I can use this other piece of ribbon though, because I'm going to put some cascades going in through the wreath. And this is probably the perfect length for like one of them. So I will use this. I'm just going to put it off to the side for now. Hey, no shame in using the bow maker, right? Because my left hand, as I learned when I tried to play guitar, these fingers don't work very well. And that pinky is really messed up. So it's hard for me to kind of get a really good grip using only and even that one doesn't work so good, using 3 fingers. So I try, but all right. So what I'm going to start off by doing, most people don't start off by doing it, but I dovetail it to begin with because that's just how I roll. Boom. So it says USA. So I got to make sure that that's going to kind of stay up at the top. I'm going to put that in there. All right. The top of this one is touching, the end of it is touching at 8 inches, okay? It's touching at 8 inches. So I'm gonna do a nice little twist. So this loop here is going to be 7 inches for the first loop. Okay, and then I pinch and twist. Sometimes I have to take it out of the bow maker, right, to do that. But now you see the icky side, right? So then I'm going to make this. That is going to hit at 7 inches. Okay. And then this end here, I'm not going to have anything kind of cascading down because it's not wide enough to. When you look at the sign, if I want to put some cascades in, I can, but I'm not going to have it coming directly off the bow. So I'm trimming this just past 8 inches. Just past 8. I'm sorry, I know this is not the best view for you guys. I'm doing my best here. All right, and I'm just going to dovetail that again. Okay. So now, let me get this one out of here. I'll show you what I have to do because this is directional ribbon. It's a pain in the butt, but we do what we got to do. Okay. So, tail, tail, loop, loop. It makes an X, right? This one is upside down. This USA. It looks like VSN when you hold it upside down. So I have to take that entire loop, pinch it, and twist that whole loop so that it is now correct side up. And you won't see that once you get all the other stuff on there, but sometimes you gotta leave a little bit extra width in there to be able to do that. So we're gonna have that going down. Perfect. Now I am gonna make, this is the bow for the top of the swag. I'm gonna make another one that's gonna go at the bottom. It's gonna be a little bit smaller because it doesn't need to be as large. So the next ribbon I'm gonna go with is, maybe I should have grabbed another pattern for this too. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab another one. Stay there. I want to make this a bigger bow. All right, this will work. All right, I have this blue is blue with white stars. I want to use this one next. Get my pin cushion over here. We don't want to have any pins dropping on the floor. All right, so now we're going to take this one. Boop. And I am going to, again, lose my scissors for the 3rd time. Yeah. Dovetail it. Boom. So now before, I had that one tail that was starting up there, you know. So we're good on this. I'm going to start with this tail coming down here this time. Now that last one, actually, you know what? That's a little long. I'm going to trim that 4-inch a little bit. There we go. So that one is going to hit at like 7.5. All right. And then we're going to make a 6.5-inch loop, one on either side. And I'm not squishing these loops down. I am still leaving them kind of full because I don't want to have a crease, you know. 6.5. All right, perfect. Maybe like that a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. 6.5, 6.5. And that came out to 7.5. I'll trim it at 8. That way it gives me a little 1/2 inch to be able to trim off. All right. And as we go, we are layering this so that you can see it's USA blue, right? Nothing is laying on top of each other. We want to, each ribbon needs to have its own chance to shine in the sun. So now the next one we're going for, look at that. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty. This is blue and white chevron with that chenille edge. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. I love a good chenille edge. It's so soft. You know, sometimes when I've had a hard day, I like to sit down and just pet my ribbon. It's not a euphemism for anything dirty. I'd like to just pet my ribbon. I don't know. It's when I was getting overwhelmed when my husband was going through his chemo, I would go sit in the office where I had my ribbon, and it was just a wall of ribbon, and I would just sit and look at it, and it did calm me down a lot. I know it's kind of a ridiculous thing to think, but it worked. It worked. Okay, now there is a splice in this ribbon, but I don't think that you're going to see it, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Where did that come out to? That came out to 7. All right, perfect. Those darn splices, right? And you can never tell where they're going to be until you get there. And then you unroll it and you're like, oh, wait, why? Why? But, you know, I guess they got to do what they got to do. All right, now our next layer is going to be this very pretty red. And it's got the glitter stars on it. So this is a 50-yard spool. I love me a good 50-yard spool. If you find a ribbon you like and they make it in 50 yards, it's worth it, because sometimes it's only the cost of like, it's only maybe 2, possibly 3 times what it costs for a 10-yard spool, but you instead of getting like 30 yards, you'd get 50. Like, why wouldn't you? You know? But it's not every pattern, so that's the thing. All right, so this tail's gonna come hit at 6.5, maybe a little longer. Okay, because this is our last 2.5. So the one before this was 5.5. So this one will come hit like at roughly at 5 inches. Yeah, maybe a little closer to 6. We'll call it 5 3/4. How's that? 5 3/4. All right. Here we go. So that's our last 2.5. Now we're going to look at our 1.5 inch. And I haven't quite decided yet. I've got 2 different choices. And I think I might actually go with this one. I like this one. It's like confetti. And to me, like confetti just kind of reminds me of like sprinkles, which kind of goes with the whole popsicle summery treat kind of theme. So let's do that. Now this one came in a wreath supply box from Decor Exchange. I did not see that. I don't think this was listed anywhere. I did do a Patriotic swag that used this. I can't remember off the top of my head if this was available, but there are lots of 1.5 inch ribbons you can get that are similar. But this one is super pretty. Okay, this is like 4.5 inch loops. Okay, 4.5 inch loops, and it looks like a 6 inch tail. Okay. And now, I'm going to pick, so I like to use a 7/8. Now I did have this white picked out originally, but white on white is too much white. I'm going to use a red. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to, so my 7/8, I don't dovetail, I just cut on an angle down. Otherwise, it makes the prongs kind of like come in, and then it just looks weird. It looks like it's got weird teeth then. All right. And this is at 4 inch loops on either side. Now when I put this on and I put the zip tie on there and actually get it on the wreath, it's going to suck a lot of it in. So it's not going to look as wide as this is right now in this layer. It's going to look smaller. Smaller. There we go. All right, let me get a zip tie. Got my white zip tie, and I'm going to put 2 of these together because I don't want to have to struggle trying to pull it real tight with just one pipe cleaner. So I'm going to just take these pipe cleaners and I just twist them together to make one long one. I just twist it around itself, and I've never had it come undone by doing this. Okay, and then all of a sudden, hey, look, it's a really long one. They do sell super long, like 18-inch pipe cleaners, but I don't really use it enough to justify that. If I get them, fine, I'll use them, but... All right, pulling this up. All right. Holding it together like a big BLT sandwich. I don't want it to fall apart. I'm going to take this and tuck it right underneath my finger. See that? Real quick. Then this is going to go between my fingers. Run under the thumb, pull it around. This method works for me. I very rarely have lost a bow where like suddenly my hand gives out or it slips and then I got to redo the whole thing. Rarely has that happened. So before I go super tight, I'm going to make sure I like how everything looks. Have a little bit more time to adjust the placement of the loops. And I'll be able to play with it more. But see, you could see the pipe cleaner or the zip tie. So I take these two loops, and if I pinch them together, then you don't really see it. And once we get it in the wreath, you'll never see it. So I'm going to pull really tight now. All right. Snipping off. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to give you the finger. Snipping off the rest of that. All right. So that's the bow for the top. Now I'm going to make another one really quickly for the bottom. It's going to be smaller though. It's not going to be quite so massive. All right. Let's see how quick I can get this done. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I didn't use that one. Wrong ribbon. Wrong ribbon! Here we go. Here's the one I used. Now this one I'm actually going to do you see how this one is kind of like, it's like what they call the terry bow with how the different things, and it's more like a rounded bow with like the tails and the opposite ends. I'm going to make this one more of like the typical bow where it's got two loops and it comes down on either side. But I have to be careful because of the stupid USA printed on here. So I'm going to go this way. That's hitting it like 6.5. I'm going to twist it, make a loop. That hits at 6.5. Okay, and then this is going to come down, and I'm going to trim it. And you're going to be like, why? You didn't finish the rest of the ribbon. Bear with me, dear friends. Bear with me. I'm cutting that off there. I just have to do this on the opposite side now. It's like making the base of the bow in two parts. Okay, so now I'm going to dovetail the top of this again. Here we go. I should be checking comments. I'm so sorry. All that ribbon is from different places. This one came from Craig Bachman. So this is probably something you can get from places like Craft Outlet, Deco Exchange. Most suppliers get most of their ribbons from places like Craig Bachman. So it's really all over the place. But I will call it out as I am putting it on here where I got this particular ribbons from. But most of it's probably going to be Craft Outlet. Or like I said, the warehouse sale. It's my Christmas. I love going every year. It's my happy time. That was 6.5. This is 6.5. So come down. And I kind of like how I'm going to have these little spikes kind of looking up. I got to twist my loops actually. Here we go. So that the USA is facing the right way. USA facing the right way. And sometimes it takes a while to really turn it and push on it till it's going to go where I want it to go. Okay. Measure it out. That looks like that. The end of that one hits at 10 inches. Yeah. All right. Here we go. And actually, a lot of Patriotic stuff's already selling out. So if you were gonna make some Patriotic wreaths, I would not sleep on it if I were you. I would get those supplies now. Even Halloween is starting to sell, which I know is crazy, but since we have to craft months ahead of time so that it gets listed on Etsy and has time to sit there, then yeah, it's a pain. But we do what we gotta do. Okay. That is it for this pattern. I'm going to put this aside. I may use a little bit more of this when I make the cascades. Okay. Next up, I had the blue. Now, this came from Craft Outlet a couple years ago. I've had this for a while. I think it was maybe at least 1 to 2 years old, but they might still have this because this is a pretty popular pattern. And it's just stars. Unfortunately, it's not directional. Thank God for that. Little Luxuries, hey there! It was so awesome watching you last night doing your live. That was fantastic. You did such a great job. Okay, this one, I'm going to start here a little bit above there. So I'm talking like 1 inch. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This edge did not cut well. There we go. All right, here we go. About 1 inch above that. It's like nerve-wracking doing a live. I'm doing one with TMI Gifts on May 17th. I always get super nervous. I don't know why. I'm always nervous doing a live. Okay, so I got 1 loop on one side, 1 loop on the other, and that loop came to 6 inches on one side, 6 inches on the other. Hold on. Hold on. Why is this not... Is that plugged in now? Sorry, my phone was about to die, so it kind of decided to pause me. Can you see me? Hello. All right, cool. All right. Let me know if you guys can see me again. You guys still there? Everybody still there? Hello, hello. That was fun. I think it was because I tripped over the cord before and I kind of pulled it out of the plug. Because, you know, I'm super coordinated. All right. I'm only going to do 1 loop on either side for the rest of these because this is down at the bottom. It doesn't have to be as massive as the one on the top. Yay, still here. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Thank you. I hate when it says, you know, they paused it. I didn't pause anything. But... all right, let me see. I'm missing the other one. Here we go. Next layer is the white chevron. Here we go. A little shorter than that. Okay, so if that was 6, then this is probably going to be a 5.5. Yes. Look at me in fractions. My daughter would be so proud. All right. Okay, here we go. Trimming this one down. I know this is not the best angle to watch me make a boa, and I do apologize. It's because of how I had to get this situated for the long swag that it was kind of an issue. All right. Now I'm going to go back to, oh, and this one, by the way, this one came from the Craig Bachman warehouse sale, but it's RGA 858927. I think you can probably get this if you search for it online. There might be places that have this or something very similar. But I always start out with Decor Exchange and Craft Outlet, my 2 go-tos. All right. Here we go. And also TMI Gifts. TMI Gifts has a lot of great ribbon and supplies, and they've got wreath forms and everything as well. So that's always another awesome place to shop. Plus, you can actually get gift items there too, which I've bought that stuff before too. with Mother's Day coming up too. Everyone's looking for Mother's Day gifts. Here we go. Okay, this loop, that last one was 5.5. This loop is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Here we go. All right, now we're going to go for our 1.5 inch layer, which was the white confetti. And this one, it's nice because it has like a little, it's almost like a little plastic coating on there to keep all the little confetti pieces stuck on there. So I have not noticed any shedding with this one at all, unlike my dog. All right, here we go. There. That. Okay. And then I'm going to use my 7/8 to just make a cute, simple little loop in the center. Here we go. So there we go. Got that. I'm just going to do a loop and bring that down. All right. Again, I'm going to take 2 of these chenille stems. It's a pipe cleaner. And grab that. Twist these together. Oh my gosh, my back is hurting. I'm excited. I ordered a new stool for this week. And they're sending me, they're sending me the actual stool, not the stool sample. Sorry. It was bad. No, it's a stool, but I have a stool here, but it doesn't roll, and this one has wheels, and it's got a back on it because I need back support because the age is creeping up. All right, I'm going to take this all out again. I'm pushing down while I pull up. This goes right underneath the middle finger on the back. This wraps around under the thumb. Bring up the back, right on through. Okay. There we go. You see how it's just got a cute little center loop. There we go. All right, I'm going to pull it tight. Tight, tight, I said, tight. Oh, all right, snipping it off. Actually, I want to push this a little bit more toward the back. There we go. Or snip it off. I don't want to take any risk of accidentally seeing the part, like the big square thing on the back of the twist, you know, that thingy, that part. Okay. I do like to, however, take this and I twist it once just because I want to make sure that the bow is not going to go sliding back and forth on the pipe cleaner. All right. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Here, this is what I was kind of looking to see. See how I had to kind of go with, like, I call it the bunny ears, but I had to do like the little bunny ears, right? All right. So that's going to look cute once I get it all on there. Then I can play with a little bit more with that, but this is going to be at the bottom, which I think is a nice, it's a full bow at the bottom, but it's not like super, super long. So, all right, cool. We are good with that. So I'm going to put these ribbons off to the side because I may still use them, except for these, not the shorties. Shorties, you know, you're done for the night. Y'all can take off and go home. You're off duty. All right, because I'm going to put some other additional ribbon, like cascades in there possibly, and I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet. So that's why I'm going to still leave the ribbon around so I can get to it. Let me clean up a couple of these little pieces. All right. Okay, let's bring back our big, beautiful popsicle swag. Oh, the back. I'm going to be feeling that later. All right. I want to make sure you guys have a good view. All right. Perfect. Dolly shirt. Yeah, I got my Dolly shirt from Dollywood, and I had to get the pink one. But doesn't she look fantastic? Like, I love Dolly. She's my very first concert. Her and Kenny Rogers when I was a little kid. Loved it. All right, so I'm going to put the first bow on. I'm going to do it up at the top here. All right. And I'm going to feed this right around the spine, going through here. I was really hoping I would have accidentally run into Dolly Parton at Dollywood, but alas, no. It was a long shot. It was a long shot. Okay, I like this because you can still see the top of the popsicle and it's not covering it too much, right? It's still visible. All right, I'm twisting the back. You just have to trust that I'm actually doing what I'm saying. I'm twisting the pipe cleaners on the back. Twisting, twisting, twisting the night away. All right. And I'm going to leave those sticking out right now because just in case I have to move it, I don't want to cut anything off. But I'm going to play with the placement of, here we go. Here we go. Yay, it's looking so pretty. There we go. It's like a little explosion, if you will. And let me see. I do have some glitter stars. I might end up putting one in the center of the bow later. I'm not sure. I don't want it to look too kitschy, but I kind of like that idea. And now I'm going to go down to the bottom. So this is where we had the popsicle stick bottom right there. So I'm going to kind of try to flank it a little bit. So I'm going to wrap this. I'm at the very, very, very bottom of this swag, okay? Wrapping it. Carol, hey, how's it going? We're all just hanging out here, having some fun on a Saturday night. It's like getting the old band back together from Wreath Makers Live. All right. Oh, now that didn't work. Okay, hold on. I didn't think that was going to work. I was hoping to kind of wrap it like around where the sign, where the bottom of the stick was, but I think it's going to have to go below that. And in order to do that, I've got to really get it in there. Like, it's almost kind of like in the bow, really. Because I don't want to cover it. Like, I like the stick. Huh, it doesn't feel too sticky. Sorry. All right, here we go. Now that I've got that placement, now I can pull and twist. All right. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to cut those off yet either because I might end up moving this. Pull it a little bit. Come on, there we go. All right. Ooh. I'm having a hot flash like you would not believe. Oh my gosh. Wreath Maker spontaneously combusts on live. Film at 11. Oh, lordy. And I don't have anything in here to drink either. Oh. Okay. Hold on. I need to call for reinforcements. Aria!
What?
I need a Diet Pepsi.
Okay.
It's like a 911 kind of situation.
Oh, then okay.
Thank you. Mommy's on fire. Mommy's on fire. Woo. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so this is where we go. We've got our swag.
Sorry.
We've got our big giant
hey
sign.
everyone.
Come say hi. Here, you can pop around this way. Come pop in, say hi.
Hi, sorry, I have a bit of allergy problems.
Yeah,
so-
she's been coughing. Ew, get out.
Sorry.
Sorry. All right, patient zero, go hang out over there. Oh, nectar of the gods. Diet Pepsi, how I love you so. Okay, so this is kind of a very thin swag, as you can see. So I'm going to try to start building out some stuff around the sides of it, which is what we're going to do with our ribbon. I think I am going to use some of the 4-inch because I think that's going to give it some of the what I'm looking for. So I'm going to start by dovetailing. And I got to start up at the top because how it's got USA printed on it. Because I don't think we need anything saying VSN. No, we don't want that. All right. I'm going to start on this side by me because it's closest and I'm tired. So if I start there, yeah, probably. All right. Putting that in here. A little twisty twisty. Boom, boom. Hey there, beautiful. Show us what you got. All right. All right. Then this is going to kind of come down right in here. So I'm basically putting like 2 roller coasters in here. One, or maybe, you know what, maybe just the one. Because then this can just be a longer tail. Because I've already got this 4-inch ribbon down here. I don't think I really need it that far, so. Well, let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Now, this will be good enough. It's going to be a longer tail though, so I'm going to, there we go. Okay. So yeah, it brings it down and it starts there, it goes down there, goes down here, and that's where it picks up touching this on these other, the tail and the loop of there, so I don't need to double that. So maybe pull this up a little bit. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Whee! I'm going to go stand on the other side for this, so you're going to see the back of my head. Ooh, pardon me. Here we go. All right. Boom. I love how sharp that snip sound is. All right, so that one was there, so this is going to come in right here. Yeah, I like that. That's good. There we go. This comes down. That came into here, so this is going to go right in here. And I didn't even have to hunt. It was really obvious where to put it on these, which was nice. Sometimes you got to hunt and like, yeah, it's not really the exact same spot, but yeah, that looks like the exact same spot. All right, looking good. I've also got florals and some other cool picks to stick in here. So that's going to be neat. All right. I just realized this one is out a little too far. So I'm going to pull this in a little bit. There we go. A little bit off. Okay. Liking it, liking it. But I want to be able to add something in here so it's not dipping in there so much. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my red and I'm going to basically make a loop and then a tail. So I'm going to put my loop in here first. Okay, I'm just going to pinch it together. And it looks like it's kind of bigger, but once I get it shoved in here, because it's in there pretty deep, I'm trying to hide the white tines, to be honest. So, let's see if you can kind of see that what I'm doing here. That kind of comes out there. And I think I might do a blue and then a red. Like I might do a blue on that side and then kind of switch sides. So I'm going to do my blue over here first. And this is just a really easy way to add some more stuff in there without having to, you know, once you start putting in florals and picks and everything, that is expensive. That really adds up. So anytime I can leverage ribbon that is less expensive to kind of fill in some gaps, as long as it doesn't look like too much, then I will absolutely do it. All right. There we go. Looking good. There we go. All right, now I'm going to tilt this a little bit, mainly because I don't want to get up. So, yeah, I've reached that stage of the day. All right, not that I've done that much today, but still. Here we go. Open this up. Alrighty. Back again. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. I think I had an alarm that kicked everybody, that went off and it kicked everybody off. So yay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Polka Poppy Decor, hello. Thanks for joining tonight. How's it going? I'm so sorry you guys are watching and then I was unceremoniously just gone. I want anyone to think I ghosted you. I love everybody. I don't want them to think I left. I didn't leave. All right, here we go. Ugh. Especially because we haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Like, we haven't put on, like, put in the pics and all that fun stuff yet. We still have lots to do. All right, here we go. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, I think we are now done with all of the ribbon. Okay, all right. All right, cool. Ribbon, we're done with the ribbon. Now I have roses. And then I also have, oops, I got picks. So I'm going to bring my glue gun over because I know darn well I'm going to be using these a lot now. So here we go. Bye-bye ribbon. Here we go. Yay, Carol, I am back. Yes. Eva Marie, hello. Thank you for joining. All right, so these, I'm going to try to keep them bunched, but I'm just going to kind of start tucking them in here. I'm going to break these apart. I just, you know, I don't really feel the need to stick a whole giant stick of things in there. Oh, hold on. I messed up my little bow. There we go. Yeah. Because I want like some kind of coming out of the top and stuff. So, well, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I keep it together. Hold on. I don't know. I don't normally do this, but who knows? Anything can happen. It's a crazy Saturday night here in Plainfield, Illinois. Who knows what kind of shenanigans we can get into. I'm just kind of temporarily shoving it down in there, seeing how this would go if I left it. I'm going to leave it one piece. I don't usually do this. But yeah, I'm going to leave it one piece. Okay, I'm going to cut a bunch of this off though. Deco Exchange stem cutter, best stem cutter in the world. Let's chop it off. Here we go. Sorry, I'm almost out of room here. What the hell was that? There we go. I think there was a lock on it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, somehow a lock got put on there. I don't know. Weird. All right. Try to shove it down in here. Shoving it right between, it's underneath the chenille stems of the bow. And it's kind of shoving down now. Shoving, shoving. I can see it. All right, I'm gonna try to kind of, I want that one off to the side, that one off to the, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. No, it looks weird. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do to begin with. You know, I have a policy for a reason, guys. All right, I'm gonna get the stem cutter out of the way. I'm going manual. Manual override. All right. Just pulling them apart. All right. So in addition to gluing them, I like to kind of wrap them in there if I can, and then I can add some glue too, but I don't know how well I can really wrap these in there because everything is just tied into that base on the center spine. So I think I'm pretty much going to have to just rely mainly on glue, which is fine because, you know, my Gorilla Glue doesn't fail me. Come on, baby. Feet don't fail me now. Oh, burnt myself. Son of a gun. Okay. All right. Ow. It never fails. Never fails. All right. Glue on that one. There we go. Maybe shove it in there a little more. Go in a little more. Go in a little more. Come on, a little more, a little more. Go, 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 go. There we go. All right. The other one on this side. I'm excited to put the roses in. That's always one of my favorite parts. This one I was able to get some stuff wrapped around there. All right, I'm liking that. It's looking cute. You know what? I gotta pull this bow tighter. Hold on a second. A little bit. All right, sorry. It's playing with my bows. Playing with my bow. There we go. All right, so now I got some more of those. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Pull some more out. I'm going to go play around on the bottom now. 1, 2. Yeah. Here we go. All right, there we go. Here we go. Hey, Circle of Seasons by Cole. Hello, how you doing? All right, I'm just gonna put a little glue on this. It's hard to see. I'm going up toward underneath the bottom. I'm basically about to give this swag a gynecological exam. Pardon me, ma'am. I apologize. There we go, because I wanted these to kind of come out down the bottom. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's kind of like coming out. There's a space on the bottom here. I wanted to be able to see that. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go in on this side now. Ugh. Ugh. Ouch. Ouch. Hot glue. That did not work. Let me try it again. Here we go. Ugh. Trying to get it like, I think kind of like this way, to be honest. Now, go in further, please. Go in further, please. Further, further, further. There we go. All right. I'm going to add a little dab of glue in there just to make sure that it's really fully secure. Ugh. Go. All right. Now I just got to add the piece on the other side. Here we go. I thought I lost it. Okay. Let's tilt you sideways so everybody can kind of see where we're going. I'm trying to kind of go in right here so it comes out between the loop and the tail. That's not going to work. Hold on. Got to trim this a little bit. There we go. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Swags, sometimes they take a while. But anything worth doing is worth having someone else do for you. No, that's not right, is it? I don't know, maybe it is. Go in, go in, go in, go in, go in. Further, go further, go in, go in. Here we go. All right. All right. There we go. I tell you what I don't like. I don't like where I have my bow. I'm taking it out and I'm moving it up again, guys. It keeps sagging down. It reminds me of looking at myself in the mirror and seeing everything sag where it does not belong. I want to try to move it up a little bit in the wreath. Just along the back. It's not going to change its position on the front. It's just going to have more support so it's not dragging it down so much. All right, let's see. Yes, I like that better. I like that better. There we go. There we go. Still not happy with the bow at the bottom here. I don't know. Maybe that's because my face is in it. I don't know. I might come up with something else. I don't know. I think when it's up higher and I'm not like having it right in my face, it'll look better. There we go. I'm like, that looks a little long. So I'm just going to cut it. There we go. Cut, 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 cut. There we go. A little trimmy-wimmy, if you will. All right. I still want this in a little further if it'll go. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, go, gadget picks. Yay. All right, cool. All right. Looking pretty good with the little loops and stuff. I'm liking it. I want to bring these loops a little bit closer up so that there's not such a gap here. I think it's just a matter of like pulling it in a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So Jennifer, I got my ribbon in a lot of places. Most of the time I get it from Craft Outlet or Deco Exchange. So a lot of them use the RG ribbon, which is carried by Craig Bachman Industries. And I also get a lot of it from shopping directly at Craig Bachman's warehouse sale in Frankfort, Illinois. They've got one in Texas too, but I don't know if they do a warehouse sale there. But most of the wholesale suppliers you'll find get their stuff from places like Craig Bachman. So, but it's all online places like that. I no longer really try to use any ribbon that I can get at places like, I can still, Hobby Lobby I think has the best ribbon. Michael's is my least favorite in my opinion. Joann's is okay, but I don't know. I just like the quality of the other stuff better, but it's all basically wherever I can get it, honestly. I buy from so many different places. How much is the red, white, and blue wreaths? Do you mean the one I'm working on now? How much I would ask for this one? That's actually, let me think. So the swag was, I think, 12 when I bought it. The sign was, I think, 10 because it wasn't on sale. So that's 22. 4, 5, 6, 7, 38. I don't know how much I'd ask for this one. I mean, I'm probably talking at least $129, I think, based on the amount of stuff going in here. Plus also, so when I charge for shipping, like this one, because it's large, probably I would charge $19.99 for shipping. That doesn't mean that's what it costs me to ship. It costs me a lot more. It'll probably end up costing close to $40 to ship, depending on where it went. But I cover some of the cost of the shipping in my own costs. So it really basically depends. But this one is going to be listed at sweetredecor.com when I'm done with it. But now we're going to move on to, look at these flowers. Look at these, look at these. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. All right. Stop snagging my pants. Mint colored mesh. All right. I'm gonna move my stem cutter. I'm gonna just snip off these flowers over here on the side. Now these came from Hobby Lobby. These last year were Hobby Lobby. Now this SKU number isn't available there, but they've got, I think, a different SKU number, but it looks like the exact same product to me. These were $9.99 for the full price. But obviously, don't pay that. Wait till they have a sale. But these are, I like the quality of these. I mean, it's not like, super, super incredible quality, but for the money, it's pretty good. All right. Sorry. I'm pushing up my leaves. I like to leave as much green on here as I can. So if I cut it and I see it's too much, I can always, swipe it down. But I like green leaves, and I cannot lie. You other crafters can deny. When you got some flowers with a lot of leaves, It covers a lot of space. Don't burn your fingers when you use your gun. Sorry. Yeah, I will not be having a rap career, guys. Sorry. All right. All right, I just cut off one bush. I do have another one if I need it. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but like, look at the blue. I love the blue. They're so pretty. Look at those blue. I love it. So pretty. Okay. So let's start by figuring out where I'm going to stick some of these. I'm sticking the glue on the stem. Where do we want to start with? Oh, I'd say maybe right in here. All right. The other side I'll do a red because I have a blue ribbon, so this will contrast it nicely. Pretty. And I do want to put some up here as well. I'll go with the blue. Very, very nice. I don't want to jam it too far in there. I want to be able to like see everything. Oops, there we go. So put this one. There we go. I think I'll put a white one kind of around the side. Here we go. Oh. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Now I do try to bend these a little bit toward the front, just so it's not like sticking straight up. Just a slight little bend, right? Okay, so coming over to this side then, I think I want to do maybe a red. Let me find here's a taller red. I'm going to push my little leaves up. I like to see that green. And that's why I liked picking a white swag, is because I don't mind seeing the colors here, right? I want to add a little dab of glue actually directly in where I have that one. What am I stuck on? Uh-oh. You know, my son-in-law and my daughter bought me a cordless glue gun, and I didn't think to actually use it tonight. That would have been helpful. Alrighty. Now this white thing is sticking up kind of a lot there, so I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. There we go. Little haircut. Little haircut. Alright, and then off the side. Oh, glue snot. Glue snot. Oh, my wreath sneezed on itself. There we go. Alright. I've got a white one. Maybe put it down here. Here we go. Go in there. Go in there. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll put a blue across from this. I wish I had some more. So they have this greenery called 60919, and it's from Decor Exchange, and it's freaking fabulous. I wish I had more of it. I have one branch left. I think they had it for sale, and I completely missed out on buying it. So that was my boo-boo. No, come back, flower. Because I would have ideally wanted this to go a little bit wider, but it is what it is. Here again, I want to kind of pull this in a little bit more. There. There, I like that better. All right. I'm going to try to get some stuff right in here. Or maybe... No. There. I just feel like I need something in here, but I don't know what. I don't know. think? Yeah, because like, if I stick flour on either side, that's kind of weird. And then it kind of starts covering some of the bow. I think it looks a little plain there, so I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to go on either side there. All right. All right. This side's going to have a red. I'll probably stick it like right there. Yeah, probably. I should have left the stems a little bit longer, to be honest. It's my little boo-boo. Among many other boo-boos of my life. Ugh. Starting with getting a Verbo on top of the mountain with bears. Yeah. Way to go, Linda. Needless to say, my family was not very happy with me. But I'll bump. Thank you. Next show's at 10. All right. So I can find somewhere for this. Almost done. Not necessarily because I think it's done, but because my energy has maxed out for what I can handle. All right. I think I'm kind of calling it done because I don't want to any more, and I don't want to take away from the sign or anything else. I think I'm calling it a day, guys. All right, I'm still gonna futz around with this bow on the bottom because I don't know, kind of not liking it. But okay, here we go. I'm gonna angle it toward you guys. You can see what it looks like. Here, you know what? Let me take it off of the stand. You guys can get a better view of it that way. Let me take it off of here. Oh, come on. What am I stuck on? There we go. All right. Let me put this thing down behind me. I have no room. Where are you going? Oh, stay there. Okay. So this is the finished concoction here. Here we go. I'm going to bring it back a little bit so you can see. This is one side. This is the other side. I have to clean up the back with my pipe cleaners and whatnot because that's what the back looks like. Okay, if you can see. That's what the back looks like. But this is it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang it on the nail on the wall. Ugh. Oh, there we go. That's heavy. That is heavy. Oh, there we go. That's a much better view. So you guys can see it. The whole thing. There it is. It's a really cool sign. I really, really like that sign. Tastes like freedom. Yeah, but it smells like hot glue. All right, awesome. I am going to end up making a video on this and putting it on my YouTube. I've got all these tutorials. I'm putting it on YouTube because, like, who knows what's going to happen with TikTok. Let's not even get into that whole thing. Anyway, but I'm going to keep that over there. But now I will tell you, I do Monday crafternoons on the Book of Faces. Every Monday at noon Central, I am over there on the Book of Faces. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. All right. Thank you so much. And I love you all. Good night, sweeties.